February 18th so far. I almost said 19th, had to check the date up there. So I hope you've had an amazing Thursday so far. Today we are going to be talking all about Bitcoin, Kellogg's, Apple, Micron, and some other great stocks. Thursdays I do have a little spot with Angela Miles at 12:15, so I do start around 12:30. I hope you checked out the live stream yoga this morning. It was very nice. I know I had a couple people that were live with me. It's really a great way to ground yourself prior to trading. We've got some inspirational music going on today. I hope you like it. If it's annoying, let me know too. I am subject to change. If you guys don't like it, I will take it off. I love having music in my life, so definitely have it up there for me. All right, just getting the live stream shared with everyone so that everybody knows that I have gone live for today. Since it is a little bit later, let's share this over here. I do see a couple of you live. Awesome, thank you so much. Let me shoot it out here and done that one. I figured out a really quick way, an easy way to do it. So doing it that way, it just takes a little bit more. All right. So excited for this afternoon too. At 4 o'clock, I will be on with Samantha Leduc from Leduc Trading. I do have the link in my Twitter account. You guys can see the Twitter accounts, everything right here. There we go. Not good at pointing. Got to realize that the right is the left on the screen. All right, live stream is up. Getting the chat ready. Helps when I push the right button. I was so excited. I found a box of Nespresso capsules. All right, we've got Sal, we've got Armando. You're looking to sell out of your position today from Dish, up almost 10%. Awesome, congratulations, Sal. All right, let me go to this screen. I'm going to have to move this really quickly, and for whatever reason, it's saving my other screen. So 2 seconds while I switch it to the proper one. And you guys will see that I have BitW up there. I did mention before, I've got some fibs on here. I did mention that I was looking for this one to hit 110. Guess what? We hit it today, didn't we? We hit this. Look at where it was yesterday. We were all the way down yesterday at 77. I said if this one breaks up above 78, I like this to go to 110. Look at how quickly. This does have 3 million in the float. Hey, Asif. Oh, thank you. It's the same hair color. I haven't done anything to it. Maybe it's just washed out a little bit. I actually have to do my roots a little bit. So looking at it on the 15-minute chart, hey, as long as this holds 109, I still like it. I did take a little bit of profit yesterday at where were we yesterday? 89. That was yesterday. I took some profit at 86. I took more profit at 110. And I'm still in this one. I like this up to 150, if not higher. So my next target, potentially 133 maybe, and then up to 150 from here. But you can see this is just nicely moving to the upside. This one is trading like Bitcoin. All right, let's look at the SPY. Everybody is curious. Oh my goodness, Jane, is it going to crash? Is it going to crash? I don't know. Let's look at a couple things. Let's not freak out. The market has healthy corrections, right? It has healthy drawdowns. Let's look at it on the daily chart in specific. That's not the daily chart. Let's try this again. All right, daily chart auto. There we go. All right, so came back. This green dotted line is the 21 EMA. Bounced, bounced, bounced. Oh, we broke through. Okay, no problem. We came down to the 50. All right. It was resistance right here, support. Okay, so maybe we got a little extended away from that, right? Totally normal. It happens. It happened here. It happened here. Every time that we see a new high, we tend to see a drawdown. Where is the biggest volume when we're looking at it? Right here, right? 370. Oh my goodness, look, we have more at that 370 level. To me, that 370 level is really that area. If we drop below, I have to become a bear. And we had Nancy Pelosi come out and say, you know what? I'm thinking that we're going to be voting on that stimulus plan. Many times we have a drawdown, oh, stimulus, and back up we go. I also like Apple as an entry here for a potential move back up to 148, and I'm going to show you why. So that would also relate to the SPY bouncing and the Qs bouncing. Let's check out the Qs. So the Qs are a little bit closer to that moving average, right? We extended, we pulled back, and look, hey, we are hitting the volume weighted anchor price from the most recent low. This is Brian Shannon's anchored volume weighted average price right here. We hit it 328.46. We came down, bounced off of it today. So our highest high up here, 333.70. Are we going to break above it? If we look at the shorter time frame, right? We have this interesting 323.93. Maybe we're going to head down there. Or maybe we're going to continue. 323 would put us right over here, roughly. Right, let's look at this on the 24-hour chart. Let's see if that, oops, that's not what I wanted. I want this to stay for 45 and this for 24 hours. There we go. So maybe we're gonna pull back down here. Could it happen? Of course, anything is possible in the market. We did test that 425 and we bounced off of it. Also, more importantly, that volume weighted average price is right there. Is that going to be where we see the big volume coming in? We start to see a little bit of a curl here. Where do we have the biggest volume besides open today? Right there at the bottom. So that could be a potential move to the upside. What happened a year ago today, Thursday after President's Day? This was the beginning of the drawdown. People like to look at patterns, right? I looked at the pattern. I'm sure you guys have looked at the pattern. Does that mean, hello Mark, does that mean that we are going to have the crash right now? Not necessarily. What could be happening is the big guys might be saying, you know what, everybody's looking at this, everybody's wanting there to be a crash. They're going to short it. Our opportunity to buy, and then we can take those shorts and we'll squeeze them and we'll make money on the way up. So knowing that the market is bullish more often than not, as long as we stay above this 21 EMA, which is 328.06 or 04 right now, I'm liking this as a bounce. Let's look at Apple as well. Apple. Oh my goodness, it looks scary. We have an H, but remember we have this big consolidation that we had over here, right? Did we bounce below that? The low is right here at 126.85. No. We didn't go below that. So there was big volume right there. Yes, we had big volume here too. And it was testing. We are almost hitting the volume weighted average price from, again, that most recent lowest low, right, of November 2nd. And I like the music. Yeah, boy, I will definitely... Yeah, boy, Vic, I will definitely check out the Dow Jones. I just wanted to look at Apple. Apple is also in the Dow Jones. I believe it's one of the top 30 holdings in there. So looking at this, I like Apple long here. As long as we can, sorry, I'm going to turn it down just a little bit more. As long as we can stay above 124.50, right over here, roughly. If we can stay above this area, I like Apple back up to 148. You guys might say, Jane, you're crazy. Called that out with Tesla, and it ran. Now, let's look at Dow Jones. We got your boy Vic wants to check it out. So let's look at DIA. I do look at the DIA, the ETFs. They're easier to change. Rocket One, yeah, we'll check out GameStop for sure. Add it on there. So Dow Jones. If you guys are new to my channel, first of all, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. But also add the 425 EMA onto your chart. You see it's this pink dotted line? Fairly often, this will act as a support area. Look, back here. Support also had the 200 simple moving average there as well. Where did we see a bunch of volume come in? Right here. Right at that 425 EMA. Almost looks like a W pattern, that is setting up as well. Yes, Alf. You know what? I can't use any songs that are licensed. So I use only license-free music. Because then you have the conflict with you have to pay to use it and all that sort of stuff. So I just like positive music in the background. But if it gets too loud, let me know. All right, so Dow Jones, same scenario. We're coming down. Do you mostly use it on the 45? You know what? I use it on 15 and 45B. So I use it in both locations. Look here. It's almost corresponding to the 200 on the 45 minute. So isn't that interesting? 200 times. Quick mathematics. Grabbing my calculator. How would that be? 3, well, I'll figure it out later. I'll figure out the math of it. The 425 would be equivalent to, I would just multiply it by 3, but that would give us 600. So, not sure. So here we have, this is the simple. This is the simple. And the 425 is exponential. Interesting, right? XAU and USD seems at a point of decision. Well, check it out. Okay, so Dow Jones, look at this. We're coming back to this box. So as long as we stay above 312.50, I like this to the long side still. It can prove that it's okay. It was extended. It's okay for it to pull back, right? I know that there's some newer traders that are, oh my goodness, the market looks like it's going to crash. It's going to crash. Where is our biggest volume still? Here, here, here. It's all below us right now. If we start to drop below that, I'm going to pause, refresh, take a new look at it. Right now, this could be new money pouring in, right? It could be a healthy drawdown for it to gain some strength and then surge to the upside. All right, so on my list today, I had Micron as number 1 for the potential long. And had a nice little trade once it broke out up above 87.50, ran up to 88.50. Also had Tilray on the list today. So Tilray kind of went sideways in my range. I did give it a big range. And right off the bat, it ran up to that 35 level and rejected it. So you can see right now, if you traded it intraday in the box, and look at how it hit that 425, and rejected it. It works. Gold, Rheingold today, had earnings. Also read that last night that Warren Buffett exited his position. That could have likely played a part in this. And also the fact that the market is just rejecting it right now. So big drawdown once it broke down from 21 back down to 20.40 down here. Looks more dramatic, but the range wasn't that big. So we did have a nice downward price action. You can see how it's coming back up. Hey, lower potential risk entry for secondary short as it's curling back over. More confidence once it breaks the support level of 20.40. QTMM too small for you to be interested. It keeps going up. Thanks, John. You know what, John? I did trade AABB from 9 cents. I did look at MU. I just touched on it and it broke up above my level for a potential long trade right here. So I did talk about it. It is, and this could be what's happening as well with the market. We could be having that drawdown, finding a bottom, and then a bigger move to the upside. So I'm not full on wearing my bearish hat just yet. Let's look at the SPY really quickly and see where that 425 is as well on the 45-minute chart. That's what I like for my real bull and bear trade. So just waiting for everything to catch up. Are we below the 425? Waiting for it to come onto the chart. I think we're still up above it. Yeah. So once we go below 385, then I'm more inclined to say, hey, this market is going to take a bow and just correct. Right now, this could be a healthy pullback, in my opinion. It looks more dramatic, but we were more extended. We were more in a parabolic move. All right. So let's continue on with PBR. So PBR had the potential to move to the upside today, was trading up high earlier in the day and had a nice drawdown, bouncing off of the 50 simple moving average on the 45-minute chart. Also broke back down below the 50 simple moving average right here on the daily. So this is somewhat curling up and over. Is this going to hold the 425 here or break down also the 20 simple moving average as well? Then I would look for this to come back down to 975. Does seem like a bit of a head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, or even a rounded top for PBR. Right here, right? You guys see that now? So keeping it on watch. ACB, a lot of the cannabis stocks taking a dive today, much like the market. Like if you look at my list, most of them were fairly red on the day. We do have Amazon that is up there, but Microsoft, Tesla, Apple, everything was just sort of pulling back. When we see that the S&P 500 is pulling back, that can happen as well. All right, so ACB 1280 back down to 1202. So a nice 80-cent move to the downside if you happen to catch all that. I would look for this potentially, as long as we close below 1280, to correct back down to roughly 1150 over here. PLTR today also had crazy volume pre-market. Look at that. Those levels, it's amazing how they act as resistance and support. So a very small trade here and then one to the downside. Not really too big of a trade. We had a small trade, right here to the downside, right at open, but I don't really like to trade that first 15 minutes. I prefer to trade after that. It's that rush hour time of the market. It's busy, busy. People are getting in, getting out. Ah, it's craziness. You can see it was down here and then it shot up to the high and now it's coming back down. Bit of a descending triangle there and testing the 25 level. All right, Riot today. Ooh, big pullback, right? Riot was extended, a little bit of trade to the upside and one back to the downside, all in relation to Bitcoin, right? If we look at Bitcoin versus the US dollar, put it up over here. Here's our 24-hour Riot trades. Don't mind my fibs here. We were talking about potential levels. I said up to 60, 63, then 98, I think, and somewhere else. 9:45 and after. I wait till 10 sometimes. Yeah, it's better. It's easier, clearer trade usually. So right now on the 15 or 5-minute chart, Bitcoin is slowly grinding up again, right? It seems like it's getting caught in these moving averages right here. So it looks like the clearer trade would be up above 52,023 or even down below 51,500. Waiting for AT&T for an entry, maybe at 28.50. We'll check it out. I'm almost done with my list over here, and then we'll throw on AT&T and GameStop too. Walmart also had a bigger drawdown. Look at that. Ouch! That had a massive drawdown today. A little bit more of a trade at the end of day, right down here. Or not at the end of day, but once it broke down from 139, look at how it really held as resistance. I would move this up as a resistance level right here. If we can break above 139.50, then we could see that this tries to fill the gap, likely a test around 140.50, and then I would watch that 141 area for a bigger move up. NEO as well. So NEO has been setting up. We are below this box of consolidation. Been watching this for a while. We saw it coming down, broke down below the box, and a nice short trade swing from yesterday, bouncing off that 50 simple moving average. We did talk about this yesterday, how it could test that 50 simple moving average and bounce. And that's pretty much where the volume came in, right? 53.58, our low 53.30 pretty much is where we saw that massive volume coming in. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, you think ASIF, you're thinking NEO was a panic sell today? I think probably some stops did get taken out. And a lot of times that's why, in fact, we were talking about day trading and swing trading today in the training pit, where I do teach twice a week over at thedarkpools.com. And, you know, a lot of times somebody had mentioned that he does better on his short trades instead of his long trades. They tend to be a bit faster in performance. Why? People are getting out of their longs. They also have stops set in so that those stops will automatically execute to protect their capital. And so that could have been what happened. And once we start to see that, it's sort of a snowball effect. that it's like the avalanche of price action and it drops out. And yeah, I like that. I like calling it avalanche of price action. All right, final one, Apple. We did go over Apple. I like that it's found a double bottom here. Do you guys see that? It's found a double bottom. Would look for it to break out up above 128.80 right here. And see, are we going to hold? If we go below 126.50, maybe we'll see a little bit more of a downside down to about 124.50. But I like this personally long to the upside up to 148. All right, let's check out GameStop and then we'll add AT&T. All right, so GameStop. Let's see, do I have any drawings on here? I got a couple, huh? Couple drawings over on the daily over here. So let's get rid of this. Yes, that's fine. All right. Oh, I like this song. This is fun. So let's zoom it in over here. Yeah, exactly. That's why short sellers tend to make money more quickly. However, you know, on low floats when they squeeze, it does tend to squeeze up fairly fast. All right, so GameStop looks like it found support roughly 43.40. Then once it broke, probably this is what people were watching today. I'm not going to say for sure, but as soon as it broke, hey, then it had confirmation breaking above this level. And all of a sudden people started getting into it and squeezing it up. I would be interested to see where it goes if it could break up above 49.20 to me. Then it's got this resistance of the 50 simple moving average at 56.43 over here. So right now, it looks like a dead cat bounce. How do you find as good float level? Sal, I'm not sure that I understand you. Are you talking about how do I find out the floats? You can look right here on TradingView and it will show you, hey, the shares in the float, do you see that, are 51 million. So you're able to see, aha, the other one that I mentioned right at the beginning, BitW, it doesn't have it on here, but BitW is 3 million. So if you see the run that GameStop had with 51 million, this one has had crazy moves in the past. This one went in 4 days from 30 to a high of 199. So if the volume comes back into this one again, which we saw big volume yesterday, we're holding up above it, we could see this move up to the upside fairly big. Okay, AT&T. Salve, I know you're waiting. All right, so AT&T on the 24-hour chart. This looks like it wants to come up and test up here. We had big movement, and now we have sort of this box of consolidation. We're back inside the box. So to the long side, this looks, hola. Thank you, Jeffrey. Buenas, jueves. A ti también. Okay, so bouncing here, you can see that it's really sort of had this box right here, even extending that just a little bit more down here. That green's harsh on my eyes. Hold on. There. It's too bright for me. Maybe I'll make it a blue box. There. Blue is more calming, right? Do I think there's going to be a collapse soon? You know what, Fox Milan? I'm going to follow the price action. I'm not going to speculate and say right now it looks as if we could have had a little bit of a pullback. If we see that the volume picks up and we reverse from here, that we might be setting new highs again. A year ago today is when we did drop. Does that mean that it's happening again this year? Not necessarily. It could be a big bear trap. And it could cause people to panic, sell, and it might not happen. And then they might be kicking themselves. All right, so AT&T over here, trading in this range. To me, it would really need to break up above 29.80 for it to move to the upside. Otherwise, we're somewhat at the top of this. Hi, Jonathan. Welcome, welcome. Right here, this could pull right back down to 28.40. You see that, Sal? So that's what I'd be looking at. You're saying you want an entry at 28.50. If that 28.50 doesn't hold, this could drop back down to 26.50. So I'd keep that on watch if it does not hold. All right, let's see. Merck bouncing off support. Thank you. Let's check it out. And we'll also look at QTMM, right? And XAU. All right, yeah, Merck is definitely bouncing. We have a double bottom over here and starting to curl up. Big volume end of day right here. Would watch to see, are we closing above 75.50 or below? If we're closing below, I don't like that, right? It had a massive day yesterday. We have a bit of a downward trend today, right? It did bounce right here, but iffy. I would watch it and say, hey, if we go below 75, I would be out of that one. All right. Let's look at QTMM as well. All right, yes, QTMM, nice one. Yeah, it's already up 50% from when you mentioned it. Well, you mentioned it over here. The little penny one, sub penny one, you would like this one, is AABB. I got into this one down here at 9. I got in over here and rode it all the way up. I took some profit at 14, saw that it hit resistance, took some more profit at 29 right here when it was hitting that head, and then I'm still in my last eighth. I think I took some end of day yesterday, like an eighth off the table, and now it's looking like it might want to fail here. I'm going to set an alert. If it drops below 31.15, I'm going to get out. Keep it mathematical, emotionless. What is QTMM? What is it, John? Is this the one that tracks COVID particles or something, or COVID? I don't know. Hi, Bruce. Welcome, welcome. So, let's see. Let's look at, what was the other one? EBOM. Okay. Is it OTC though? You know what, John? I don't always trust OTCs with their reporting. Nothing personal against you. I just don't really trust their reporting policies. How do you find these squeezers? Well, I don't have my trade ideas up right now, but you can see them on trade ideas as well when you have higher than normal volume and say, you know, it's low float and it's moving to the upside. COVID test passport, yeah. All right, so EBON, looks like this one might be hitting a bit of a resistance from the past, from September. Let's look at it on the weekly. Yeah, it looks like it's hit a resistance in the past. It did break out here at 1040. Sure enough, that happened once, twice, and then this is the third time. If it's not able to hold up above at the 1350 level, if this does not hold 1040 as a support area, I would get out of it because it looks like it would quickly come back down. Let's see how many shares. 74 million, so not too low float. Did have bigger volume yesterday and then squeezed up once it broke out from here. Do you use a stock scanner to find potential trades? Yeah, here, let me open up. Let's see if I can find it here. Right there. Whoops. Trade ideas. Come back. There we go. Trade Ideas Pro. So I'll open it up. It'll take just a second to open up here. Should open up on top. Might not open. I might crash my computer with everything that I have going on. So bear with me if it doesn't open. There we go. It's opening. And the link is down below too, Bruce, so you can see they also have low floats. This one's awesome. Thanks, Asif. You guys are awesome. So they also opened up a Wall Street Bets channel. They have a channel bar over here. They have 3 different algorithms and then one Omni algorithm. Oh, my pleasure, Jonathan. They have Wall Street's bets. This is my list. This is my setup that I open up to every single day. And I sort it to see, hey, look, here's the short float. Here's the lifetime position. I want to see, hey, is something breaking out for an all-time lifetime high? That's going to be something that's interesting to me. Are they going to squeeze it? Okay, well, we look at VIAC, right? VIAC was squeezing today. I try to stay away from pharmaceuticals, but this looks pretty good, right? A little bit of a descending or a little bit of a triangle right here. This could be consolidation for another move to the upside. Twilio, I remember when Twilio was at $12. Am I kicking myself? You bet. I need to do better about holding on. Maybe I'm just going to leave my AABB. Just leave it there. Because Twilio was really back at $12 and I was trading it back in 2016. It was at $12 and now it's up at $400. Man. Shoulda, coulda, woulda on that one. But this one's awesome because you can also do scans. Hey, more than $5, less than 500,000. Do you show how to do this on your Ticker Talker? In the morning, I do create my watch list live, but I don't show how to do the scans. I think I have a pre-market scan video that I have up on YouTube. I have so many videos up there now, so I don't even remember all of them. But here's one, for example, like AEHR. This has 19 million in the float. This has short float volume of 0.78. And now all of a sudden it's breaking out. So this is a low floater on the move. Less than 20 million price, volume. You can also look at relative volume. Here's the volume in the last 5 minutes, right? Normal percentage. This is up 2,900%. So you can see, aha, this is what's moving. Wall Street Bets channel. Right here, when you click on it, it takes a second because it completely reloads everything. And this is going to show us everything that has high social media mentions and where they are today. Kodak stock, GameStop, AMC, right? These all have high social media mentions today. Higher than normal volume, right? Better buy, OCGN or Zoometica. Zoom stocks over here. So if we go to GameStop, let's see, we can go to the news on GameStop. Lawmakers face off with GameStop saga key players. And AMC, what's the news on this? All right, Amazon isn't buying AMC Entertainment. Oh, it was a buy the news, buy the rumor, sell the news, right? So you can see these I have pinned so they are popping up every time there's a new stock on them. If I click on it, it should change this upper one. Yeah, MICT right here is surging to the upside. All right, well, look at the volume right here. When you assess the stocks on your watch list, is there a particular market cap size minimum that you look for? Salve, I'm usually looking for over $5 and pre-market activity, and then checking out to see, I do look at the gappers for the day. So I'm looking to see if it's gapped. If it looks like there's a good setup, is it really in a retracement mode? Does it look like it's going to be an easy trade? So I do look at those to see what's happening. We can see blockchain related cryptos and stuff. And the link is down below for trade ideas. If you guys want to try it out, they should be having another, they do a quarterly, oh, Elfin. I remember Elfin from a while ago. It's back. Elfin is back from the dead. We also have Net as well running up. So this is blockchain crypto idea. Hey, this one's running up. EBON is running down. SIEB, daily low. Let's expand this over here. You're able to see, oh my goodness, look at the volume today. This is up 357% from normal. Where are we in the position range for the year? Zynga. Let's check out what's going on with Zynga, right? Zynga surged higher today, and now we seemed like we topped off. So this is an amazing tool as well. I don't use it throughout the day. Usually I am done by 11 o'clock, 11:30 with my day trades, and that's it. I You know, I try not to be sucked in all day long. That's why I do my live streams as well around 12:15, because I know personally, middle of the day, not the best time for me to be trading, but happy to help you guys at this time and show you what's going on. Let's see any other ones over here. So we also have small exchange. So these are like the minis from the small exchange. Earnings, what do we have that's an earnings trade today that is moving? Oh, it's hard. I just realized it's hard for you guys to see the bottom over here. Let me move this so you guys can see it better. Oops. I totally moved the wrong one. Nope, I want to move this one. There we go. Now I'm over here. All right, so you can see this. Hey, downside earnings today. All right, SunPower. Ouch, SunPower didn't look so pretty today, huh? Fastly. What happened to Fastly? Ouch. You know, maybe these are massively oversold. Hey, Fastly looks like maybe this is finding a bottom over here around the $80 mark. All right, maybe Fastly's looking, hey, we have a bit of an M. If we can hold here, maybe this will rebound. You know, the whole Warren Buffett, be greedy when others are fearful. Oh my goodness, this has corrected in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 50% bargain sale. Hey, that's not so bad for Fastly, right? 50% off, or $40, it would have been 30% off, right? When it came off of 80, and now it's got a little bounce to it. Maybe this is going to recover from here. On earnings drops, in my opinion, usually it's that third day that we really see the bottom come in. So this might be shorts getting out and then long day traders getting in to see this move to the upside as well. You guys have any other questions you want to see on this? I'll give you a couple seconds to you can see some of the ones breaking out today. Do you think the market makers are driving down the high flyers due to options expiration? No. I think that the large players of the market are really the ones manipulating it. The large money will move the market. That's a fact of penny stocks. The large traders can move that. So if you imagine the hedge funds, they want to get into a stock, they can continue to buy it up and squeeze shorts and buy it up all the way up, and then they sell at the top. CCIV. Yeah, let's check out CCIV. So CCIV, it is moving to the upside right now. I'm going to pull it back over to this one because I like this chart better. CCIV. And let's go to daily chart over here. So CCIV is nicely just following those moving averages up. Looks a bit more extended. It keeps squeezing. Here's what I'm looking at. This is what I'm noting. As it's moving up, right here, this went up. It moved down, a little bit lower volume. We had price action drop. There's a divergence in price action and volume interest. So looking at that, this could come back down a little bit. Here we have the trend line. Even this is a higher rate of growth right here. Could still come back down to 51. So if this doesn't hold the 59 area over here, I would lock my profits in. If I'd been in, you know, riding it all the way to the upside, if that makes sense. All right. I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thank you all for joining me. As always, if you ever have any questions, please feel free to email me at jane@cjanetrade.com. If there's a certain stock or topic that you would like to see in a video, put it in the chat or in the comment section below. If you like the video, also please hit like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Have an amazing day, and Carpe Profit sees those profits one trade at a time.